Void of Vision dropped their new album, What I'll Leave Behind. Now, I've heard of this band a lot over the past couple of years, but I've never checked them out because I'm like,
No,
at some point, I will.
they'll find their way to us.
Yes.
You know. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so we didn't cover the single rollout, but when it came time for the album, I'm like, let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
Why the hell not?
And I have been sleeping on this band so goddamn hard. Goddamn, do I love industrial metalcore?
You're so right.
Yeah. There's something about it. It's not something that I actively seek out. My taste is very much, standard metalcore. I like what I like, but when I stumble across a band that sounds like this, I'm like, why am I not actively seeking out more of this?
Exactly.
So I've been digging it. My favorite song is probably Neurotic.
Okay.
But there's just something about the grit and the rawness of the album, and the album is deeply personal to Jack, the vocalist, as well. So that certainly comes through in the vocal delivery, but the instrumentals and the industrialness of the album adds to that grit and the rawness coming through in the vocals. So I think it's a fantastic album front to back.
Damn right. I completely agree with you on fucking everything. I love industrial metalcore because it adds that little thing that kind of tickles my brain a little bit, where it's just a little out of the ordinary.
Mhm.
So hearing this, and especially because I've recognized the name before, and I was like, have I covered them before? But apparently not. So that's kind of weird because I feel like I've seen them everywhere, and I feel like I've heard them, but apparently fucking not. Maybe like Spotify radio. That's how I've heard them.
Spotify radio, and their name's been around like on tour packages and things of that nature too.
That'll fucking
And
do
they're
it.
on
Yeah.
UNFD, so
There you
they've
go.
been
So that's
around.
they've made their mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did really enjoy this record. Disclaimer, I was listening to this record and half of the podcast playlist while I was falling asleep, but as soon as this fucking album started, it woke me the fuck up. Like I like fucking jolted awake. Um, I love the energy on the record. I love how it flows. I believe my personal favorite, if I'm remembering properly, just based off the timing, because as I said, I was kind of like in and out of just consciousness. But it was like towards the middle of the record. So it was either Gamma Knife or Beautiful Things. Great record overall. I fucking loved it, and I hope to revisit it very, very soon. Hopefully on my plane ride back because I think I'll have time.
I would say so. You got a trip back. But yeah, it's very like it's reminiscent of like what I initially fell in love like with Code Orange or even like Rammstein, which is a band that I've gotten super into this year. So it's like finding more bands that are doing that kind of thing in their own unique way. Because I couldn't get enough of the 2020 Code Orange record, and I haven't been able to get enough of Rammstein. So it's like now we just throw another band in there that's doing that kind of sound, and I'm set for the rest of the year. I don't need to listen to any new music. I'm good.
No, everyone, hold your releases until next year. Shane's done.
I'm tapped out.
It's over.
I'm over.
It's over.